Line drive to right.
Takes a three.
Touchdown 49ers.
Curry!
In many ways, Steph is our franchise. I think when people think of the Warriors, they think of Steph. We've got 4 All-Stars, and we've got tremendous talent and great players, an amazing PR guy in Raymond Ritter. But what people really think about is Steph Curry. That's the first thought. You travel around the world, you say Golden State Warriors, people say Steph Curry. And I think he also embodies what we are about in terms of the style of play and the joy with which our players play the game. And everybody connects to Steph, fans out there, kids. When I was in Phoenix as a general manager, we were desperate to get Steph in the draft. And one of our thoughts in the front office was, all the little kids in the Valley in Phoenix are wearing Steve Nash jerseys, but we need the next player who can be that player who the kids are going to buy the jerseys of. And I kept envisioning these Steph Curry Suns jerseys and all over Scottsdale and Phoenix, and he had something about him coming out of college that you knew, nobody knew he was going to be an MVP, but you could tell people would connect with him because he looks, like you or me, or he's just a normal-looking guy, and yet he's got this electric skill and an amazing personality, and so throw all that stuff together, and he's the face of the franchise. What was exciting was, by the time I got here, he was already an all-star, and he had really developed over the previous couple of seasons, and he had stayed healthy, so you could see he was on his way, and he was already there, and but entering his prime. And as a coach, and as an observer of the NBA and somebody who played in the NBA for a long time, I knew if you want to be any good, you got to have somebody to build around, not just a player but a person to build around. And I knew before I even really spent much time with him that Steph was a cornerstone player, but also a foundational human being for a franchise. And so I knew what I was getting, and yet he still exceeded all expectation for me.